Yes, people, welcome back to Hot Kopics. Myself and Doyle on the sofa. We've got the Premier League trophy here, which we are 3 points away from doing this with. Whoa.
Yeah.
3 points away, 1 win away. How does that make you feel? Get a hold
I
of
want to
that,
have a little
mate.
hand on it, because there's already one hand on it now, isn't he? Look at that.
You might as well just enjoy that. So.
Genuine, lad.
Well,
Sorry for the cameras.
It's not genuine.
I mean, no, it's not, like, but we're going to pretend it is.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see red ribbons on it, lad. That's all I'm looking forward to. And Endo. Honestly, I just can't wait to see shirts
Who's
with
the
Endo
top
on.
3 players you're looking forward to picking up that trophy the most? You go first,
that's a great question right there, isn't it?
What's my
Virgil
job?
van Dijk, Mo Salah, because eternally Liverpool, and we're not here without them for the last 9 years. And honestly, it's going to sound mad. Darwin Núñez / Endo.
You stole it from me.
I need to see Darwin Núñez going, yes! And you'll probably drop it. You probably will.
Wow.
And that'll be fine. So we'll have a rebound one, please. But yeah.
Shall I do my 3?
I want to see him with it. Huh?
My 3 are like the alternate 3 that
Go on.
aren't going to be like the obvious kind of
Sit with this for a little bit.
like Salah, Virgil, all that. Mine's Tsimikas,
Yeah, Delta.
Endo. And I'll say Núñez. I think that's an
Me and
alternate
Núñez with it,
3.
don't you, lad? How perfect
I mean,
is that?
Chiesa. Looking
Yeah.
forward to seeing Chiesa
Yes.
lift it. Everyone, every single person.
Yeah.
It's a bad day to be a
Oh,
Premier
Ali
League
Maher.
trophy on that day.
Ali Maher,
as
lad.
well.
Yes, kids.
Dom, Joe Gomez,
Yeah, Mr. Gomez.
Queen.
Absolutely, Keller deserves to pick
He
this up, lad.
deserves it. Anyway, we'll get into that. Smash that like button.
on,
Get
mate.
your comments in as Liverpool are 3 points away, 1 win away. And we could even win it on Wednesday if Palace beat Arsenal. But
We're gonna win the league, lad.
up the Gunners. That's what I'm saying for Wednesday night.
Yeah, I want to, because I want to celebrate in
I wanna
Anfield.
do
Yeah,
that,
I want
yeah.
everyone to go mad at Anfield and enjoy
Yeah.
the night and remember it.
Hug it. Kiss it.
I am like on
Kiss
it.
it. Go on.
Gorgeous thing,
Put a
lad.
bit of tongue on it.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, that's weird.
I don't even want to let it go. Yeah, that was weird. Too far, lad. We're on YouTube.
I
Yeah.
don't care.
If you want to see the OnlyFans, though.
Get your comments in, people. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. First of all, we've had a weekend of it, haven't we?
Lovely weekend, mate. I've had a
Played football on Friday night.
Yeah.
You snapped the tendons in
Broke
your
me
finger
digits.
like a little sausage.
Yeah. I've got
Trying
little
to-
sausage fingers as well, but yeah.
You were
We had a great game,
all
though.
because someone elbowed me and you were trying to get him back.
Yeah.
I rate that then.
And I
My
ended
brother, little
And I
Bluetooth.
ended up breaking my finger doing it. But I got him. He was on the deck afterwards, but that's about it. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, put it this way, guy, first few minutes elbows me in the nose, blood piss. Door's like, get up, soft ass, and then he comes over and goes, oh shit, he's bleeding. Lad.
Yeah, well, let me see your nose, lads. And I was like, yeah, it's sound that, lad. Get up.
Yeah. I was like, oh
Straight.
shit. The
Is
keeper
it
was
straight?
like, is it broken?
It was
And I
one of
went
them.
like
He didn't necessarily go to elbow you, lad. It was just two bigger
He's just a
lads that
dope,
just
isn't he?
ran into each other. And it was like one of them where you see planets implode, mate. Both bounced off each other.
Yeah.
And he came out worse with a bloody nose.
But
So
then,
had to
who
stick
won
it
the
on him.
game? That was us.
we won 3-2.
And then who had him? This is going to sound mad.
Yeah, let's think about
Who
this
had him on the floor? Me. With a strong tackle and nothing else. Even that sounds mad.
I strong tackled him to the ground and let him know I'm dominant.
Yes.
Yeah, it was
and
good.
we won the game. So that was Friday. Didn't see you Saturday. But Sunday, yesterday, you had a nice roast dinner. Do you want to shout out the pub?
Yeah, I had
Yeah, yeah.
in the Prince it was called, and I had a Chateau Briand. Yeah, and if you know what that is, good on you.
Little beef joint.
Naughty, yeah, beef joint, lad.
Yeah, man.
Naughty. It was all loads of fat coming off it, and it was all pink in the middle, beautiful. Best roast I've had in London, actually. Genuinely.
Yeah.
Best roast in London, because you don't get them down here. I know the Scousers watching this. The roasts in London are about 50 quid, lads, and you don't get hardly anything on the plate. They're alright, but you don't get no carrot and turnip or nothing. You don't get no, like, pigs in
How many
blankets.
Yorkshires did you get?
I got a big naughty one, and it
Just
was
one
big,
big
but
one.
it was one that you could split in half. I know we're doing this is the Kop TV, yeah, but we're just having a little venture to the roasts, yeah. But it was great.
Doyle on roasts and Yorkshire
I
puddings and
love
carrots
roast
and turnips.
dinners. You
Who
have
would thought
no
it?
idea
Do
how much.
you know what? It actually annoys me how much you love roast
love
dinners.
a roast dinner.
Because whenever we're about on a Sunday, should we get a roast, lad?
Yeah?
Why?
What a Guinness
Not every
roast.
Sunday is a roast.
Yeah, it is. That's
We had
the
a good
whole-
roast in Barnet that time. Do you remember that one?
Yeah, it was nice
That was a good
outside.
one. In the
Pretty.
sunshine.
Yeah.
Anyway, enough about that. Then, on Sunday, after your roast, you came and met me in the King's Sports Bar in the Empire Casino in London, Leicester Square.
Random one minute, but it was
Proper
cool.
random.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you guys. We've got a DM.
Yeah.
We love your content. We love to have you in our bar to watch a game. Absolutely sweet. I was in London this weekend. Played Leicester. Let's go Leicester Square.
Yeah, why not?
Send down the little
Brought
Tory
my
Leicester
sister
fans.
along to meet him as well. He's never met my sister. Been
Yeah, that
mates for
was
about
special,
20 years and never met my sister. So That was nice.
Yeah,
and then
lovely lady.
got to watch the game together. The game, though, we should probably get onto that now. Like,
we'll
we're
speak
boring
about it
everybody with our
Yeah.
weekend talk. Thanks for listening to us, though. This is just our normal life, like
Yeah.
everybody else's.
Yeah.
But let's get onto the footy, lads. So, where did it start, mate?
It started, well, I mean, it wasn't a great start,
No, it wasn't.
but I think both teams hit the post in the first 10 minutes, if I'm
First
not correct.
15, something like that, yeah.
Liverpool actually ended up hitting the bar 3 times in the game.
It's pain,
I think there was 27 or 28 shots compared to their 5, none on target for them. Obviously, they did hit the post, which woke us up a little bit. But Mo Salah, you know the one we thought he was offside for?
Yeah.
He wasn't.
He wasn't?
It was onside.
Heavy.
It was onside, and he hit both posts.
He
Actually, we hit the post 4 times.
Yeah. And we scored from
yesterday.
the second. But
So Mo Salah should be scoring that.
he should.
And then there was another chance where he hits it into the ground. Do you know what, though? Even looking at him celebrating that win yesterday, I don't think he cares that he didn't score, which is actually quite strange. Obviously, he's desperate to score and get to 30 goals, but it was like he was so happy and buzzing. He was saying one more to the fans like that. He was loving it. He didn't get his goal. But the man who did get the goal, some moment for Trent. Now, whatever happens from here, he's got that moment. You know, it wasn't him that put his shirt on the corner flag. Apparently, it was Simicast.
That's cool.
Because he kind of took it off, left it somewhere, and then someone went, bosh, put it on the corner
Very
flag.
cool.
Hanging up his shirt, is that a metaphor, maybe? The question that I've got to ask you, Doyle, because I've seen a lot of Liverpool fans saying, oh my God, he's staying. Clinton Morrison saying that celebration is not one of a man who's thinking about leaving. He was very, very coy in his interview after. He still said, I'm not speaking about it. He was very political, the way he navigated around the answer that the broadcasters were looking for from him. He's still leaving, isn't he?
He's gone. 100%, bro. It's quite the opposite of what he's saying. He celebrated like that because he knows that could be the last moment in a Liverpool shirt where I win the game and I'm enjoying this and I'm going to go full throttle on my celebration. And he did. And we're made up to see him doing it, but he's definitely gone. Yeah. If he was going to stay by now, he would have just said, I am staying at Liverpool. Why would he put us through all of this angst and misery thinking about him going when he knows he's staying? Of course he would, especially now that Mo and Virgil have announced their contracts as well. Unfortunately, he's going to go, and we just have to see him out there. But I do agree with what Carragher said. I don't know if you've seen it. He's talked about Trent not starting any more games, and I agree, lad. Like, bring him on. Definitely bring him on, and in the last game of the season, start him at Anfield. Definitely, no, start him.
No, I don't.
I do.
That's a sentiment one.
I think he should.
We don't do sentiment.
But we've won the league. I think we should. I think he should play the very last game of the season, start it. The rest of them, no, we need Conor Bradley.
But we're still not happy to see him leaving. So
of course we're not, lad.
Why should we start him and give him a big? Do you know what I mean? Like give him a big send off. We don't want him to leave
because the club's got class. That's why. That's what you do, lad. You look after the players that
I
are
understand the point
looked
you're
after
making, man. Let us know in the chat. Should Trent be starting games now from here on into the rest of the season?
This is what I say.
Liverpool?
He shouldn't start a single game until Palace at Anfield, and he should play the full 90 minutes and get his send off. That he does deserve, in my opinion. He doesn't.
Agree.
Let us know what you think in the comments. I think he does.
I don't agree with that one.
That's fair. I get it.
But the point that Carragher is making, I understand it. Because if you are going with Conor Bradley as your out-and-out first-choice right-back next season, he needs as much time, match experience, games that he can get.
Yeah.
So, yeah, start Conor Bradley for every game here on in.
Yesterday, he didn't have the best game either, to be quite honest with you. No. He didn't have the best start. The start of the game, there was a cross that come in.
Got smoked by Mavidi
yeah,
a few times.
He really did. He struggled all game against him, and he was their best player, Mavidi. And he's going to come across much better wingers than that lad. So, not to disrespect the kid, by the way, but he is. He's going to come across the Vinny Juniors and the Mbappes. And
well, he's already slumped Mbappe.
I know he did, yeah. So, I'm not going to judge
that.
him off that one game. He's been exceptional. But he definitely needs to run in games now before the summer transfer window so that we know definitely, Connor, you're starting. We're not buying a starting right back. We're going to buy a backup right back to cover you because you're the start. That's all we need to know. And I think it's already cemented, but it's about mentality now. We trust you, Connor. Here's the last few games of the season. Crack on, lad. And we want to see you here early, bright and early for the next season, ready to go to replace Trent.
Yeah, I've got no problem with bringing Trent off the bench, but I think in terms of like the future of Liverpool Football Club, Trent's not in that. So you have to almost trust Connor and say, look, if you are the guy, show us for the last few games.
Yeah.
Either way, we're going to buy someone to almost, be under you or on top of your paws. So we need to know what you're like. We already know what he's like. He had a great year last year.
Back, bro.
Obviously got a few injuries, but there was another point that Neville made on his podcast after the game. and it was a good question. And another question that I've got for you guys. Let's say Liverpool do win the league next Sunday. How quickly after that should Trent announce something? Tell us something. Are you leaving? We know he's leaving, but we need to hear it from the horse's mouth. So when should Trent tell the Liverpool fans he's leaving?
That's a very difficult question.
Because if you win the league on Sunday, you don't need to, there's no big reveal. We're not winning the league on the last day of the season this time. We're going to win it 3 or 4 weeks before it ends. So 4 weeks before it ends. So when do you think Trent, because yesterday in his interview he said, I haven't spoke about it all season, but I'm enjoying it, blah, 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 which told me I'm getting off.
Yeah, he's leaving.
But also, when are you going to tell us you're getting off?
I don't actually know when would be the right. I just don't think, whatever you do now, you're taking away from Liverpool winning the league. So maybe do it this week.
By not speaking.
Maybe do it this week before we win the league, so that it's all done and dusted. You know you're leaving. We're gonna go and win the league, and we'll forget about it after that. I think maybe this week, to be quite honest with you.
What day?
Before the game, before we play. Who are we playing, lads?
Spurs.
Yeah, before we play Spurs.
You reckon,
I think
yeah?
that's the only time I can think logically that's not going to take away from Liverpool winning the league. If he does it on the last day of the season, it's no longer about Liverpool winning the league. It's about Trent leaving, and so I don't want that. If he respects the club, he should probably take the shine away from himself and give it to the players and the club and the fans. That's what I would like to think, but it's difficult. There's no really right time. This is just a difficult situation, so I don't envy him. Don't know, mate.
When is the right time? Another hot topic for you guys in the chat. When is the right time for Trent to announce that he's leaving Liverpool? We've already answered the first question in the title. Could Trent stay from here on in? Because there were some people that said, Trent after, and again, how true this is, I'm not sure, but there were people that were saying online, how does Trent feel seeing Virgil and Mo sign? Does that make him want to put pen to paper a little bit more? Probably not. His mind's already been made up. But when is the best time to announce it? Because if you do it, I disagree with you. I don't think you should do it before the Spurs game.
Okay.
Win the Spurs game, win the league, and then the game after Spurs is Chelsea away.
Yeah.
So I would say maybe like on the Friday.
So after we've won the league.
Yeah, because then it takes away from that as well. You want 3 or 4 days to celebrate winning the league against Spurs if we win, and then you want to
before Chelsea.
And then you want to just before Chelsea say like, I'm off.
And I guess there'll be a million people in these comments now that will tell us all different types of versions of how they want him to come out and say it. It's just going to be subjective, mate. It's all what the preference is. So I don't know how he's going to do it.
Is he going to get a video made? Is it going to be like
it's going to be one of them. It's definitely going to be one of them things where it's like, I've loved my time at Liverpool and I've give you everything to this club and you have give everything to me. And it's going to be all dead sad. And it will be, lads, because I'll definitely be gutted to see him go. But when does that the right moment to do? How does it take away from the emotions around the success of the club? I don't know. That's their job. That's why you've left it so long, mate. You probably could have done this a long time ago. It's your fault. Deal with that problem.
Yeah, exactly. It is your fault.
It's pain in the bum for you, lad. I get it.
It's a headache for him to now choose the right moment to tell us the news. But because he's not said anything at all and been so tight-lipped, giving it that and taking his shirt off yesterday, it's like you've almost allowed the narrative to go completely out of your control. And yes, I respect, I'm not speaking about it. But the more you don't speak about it, the more people do this. They sit here speaking about it because you haven't spoke about it. And we're speaking for him.
He's not speaking it in a way out of respect for the club because he doesn't want to take anything away from the club. He doesn't want to create speculation, but not speaking creates that. So it's too late. I don't know what he's trying to do.
Has he played it in the right way?
Probably not. But he's a young lad, so how do you play thousands of millions of fans to make sure that you make all of them happy when you're leaving and none of them are going to be happy about it? You can't. This is a very difficult decision for him. There's no doubt about it that he's not leaving Liverpool going, yes, I'm leaving Liverpool. He's not doing that. Any fans that think he's sitting there going, yeah, this is 100% correct, I'm doing absolutely everything correct. He's not. He'll be doubting himself. He'll be sitting there going, I'm a Scouser, I want to stay here. But also, this opportunity is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I may never, ever get this again. I'm only going to have a very short amount of time playing football. I'm only going to have this amount of time being this good. Like, there's a lot for him to think about, stuff that we don't have to think about as fans because we're not in his position. So we don't understand it. Truly, we don't. We can say we're Scousers and we want him to stay for the team. And I totally want that. I'm a Scouser. I want me Scouse lad to stay. But he's got a big decision to make, and I think it's just difficult. It's as simple as that, lad. That's not an easy thing to do for anybody. We're not in his position. We don't know. believe me, lad, he'll be sitting there going, oh, lad, should I stay? Should I not? He will not. It will not be straightforward for him. I guarantee it.
I think going back to the whole wanting him to stay kind of aspect, or wanting him to want to stay, that's the key.
That's the key, yeah.
That's the key. It's not what we want. It's what we want him to want.
Yeah.
I just think if you're on 20 titles and you've got the opportunity next season to go to 21 as the vice captain, a year after that you could be captain yourself. I just think, what more could you want, man? You're a Scouser. This is everything you dreamed of as a kid. Yes, rival fans will tell us, oh, he's won everything. He doesn't owe Liverpool anything. You don't get it unless, and I don't respect anyone else's opinion who isn't a Liverpool fan on this topic, with all due respect.
They're allowed
because they
opinions,
don't get
though.
it. They're allowed opinions.
Yeah.
But they're wrong.
They don't understand.
They're wrong.
They don't understand the sense of
Why would you not want to do it
that
at
we
Liverpool,
have as
man?
Scousers. Like, we truly, like, football. The Liverpool Football Club doesn't represent the players. It represents the city. There's a reason why they're so passionate, and there's a reason why Liverpool have been so successful. Is because we've got the passion of the fans, because it truly is our expression to the rest of the world. And so when we see one of our Scousers doing well, we really love him. We deeply do, and we have a connection with him. And so when he leaves and he wants to leave,
doesn't want that
it almost
connection
feels
with you
like
anymore.
it almost feels like
with
he's
you.
betraying the identity of being a Scouser, because Scousers are loyal to their own and they always stick with each other. But that's just not reality, mate. I live in London. I'm here. Am I less of a Scouser for living in London? No. And I'll have nobody tell me that ever.
What colour are your socks today?
What, lad? Shut up.
Hey.
And I've never have no one tell me I'm from West Derby, lad, yeah. And it'd be the same saying the same thing. It's just what's actually going to be affected mostly is his reputation, right? If he stays at Liverpool, he will go down as one of the greatest players for Liverpool in their history, along with Mo Salah and Virgil and Steven Gerrard and Kenny Dalglish and all that. When he goes to Real Madrid, you will not be labelled as one of the greatest players for Liverpool because you left. You'll be labelled as a great player that helped us win all kinds and won a lot more than some of these legends that I've just mentioned, by the way, which is crazy. But that's all that's actually going to be affected, is legacy, lad. That's it.
Well, I've seen people yesterday online saying, that he shouldn't be coming on. He's still a rat. Obviously, they were singing his name at the end, the Scouser in our team. And Carragher, as you said, if Trent hasn't committed to the manager for next season, he shouldn't be starting games. Liverpool are not here as a football club to give someone a send-off.
I agree.
But you just said we need to give him a send-off against Palace.
What I said was he doesn't start a single game until Palace.
That's
and then we give him, I don't care. I think we should give him a send-off after we've won the league. We've done everything so far. He wants to get off. Give him a send-off.
No, not for me.
Fair play.
You've made your bed.
I get it. Don't make it about him. I'm not saying on the day of the Crystal Palace game, don't make it where you got Trent banners and go back. No. I'm not saying that. Anyway. I'm saying give him one last game to play at Anfield. That's what I am saying. Just give him that opportunity. He deserves
he can come off the bench, and I think he's not going to get booed. Like, what I would never do is boo a Liverpool player individually. That's not what a supporter does. But I can just, like, not scream and cheer and cry for him when he leaves, because at this stage, because, again, he's not spoken, he's almost made a bit of a mockery out of us. We're desperate for him to stay and we want him to speak. And a lot of us have gone into, like, the whole, leave him then, if he's not wanting to stay. And I agree, if you don't want to play for Liverpool anymore, the privilege that it is, you should not play for Liverpool. I don't want you to play if you don't want to play for us in the future.
That. Totally get it.
It's simple as that.
I get it.
So anyway, we still leave him. A lot of people may be hoodwinked by the celebration last night. He took the yellow card, but it's almost irrelevant on his 350th appearance for Liverpool.
That was his angst and his worry and his stress.
Anger as well,
that was everything coming out there in a moment. And it wasn't him saying, I'm staying. It was a man that's felt a lot of emotion throughout the season because of the decision he's making, which is a big one.
And when we watched it yesterday together, obviously the corner comes in from Tsimikas, there's a header, hits the bar, Jota then hits the bar.
Oh my God.
And then when we realised it was Trent wheeling away.
Yeah.
Like, another question for you guys, another hot topic. How did you feel yesterday knowing that Trent was the one that scored the winner? Yes, we normally look to, Jota, Nunes off the bench, Mo Salah scoring the goal. It was Trent with his left foot, which is the first ever left foot goal he scored. Conflicted celebrations yesterday?
No, he plays for Liverpool and he won us the game. That's what Trent does. Thank you, lad. That's it, really. We're one game closer now to winning the league. Thanks, Trent. That's it, lad. No angst, no worry, no nothing. How are these people getting so angry with him, lad? I just don't understand it, mate.
Yeah.
I get it. I get we're disappointed, but I don't get the anger. He's just a normal kid. He's 25, 26. He's making a decision for his life. That's it, really. Sorry that people don't like that. I can understand it. Either way, I can totally understand it.
Here's a stat for you from Dominic King yesterday. And it starts off with saying, here's a stat. If Liverpool hadn't kicked another ball after beating Tottenham 6-3 on December the 22nd, they would still have more points, 39, than Manchester United 38 currently have. That win in London was 4 months and 15 games ago.
Crazy.
United lost again yesterday.
Worst United team we've ever seen, lad.
Oh, obviously, but aren't they lucky, United?
Lucky how?
That there's 3 shitter teams than them.
Nah, yeah. I guess so, but
Tottenham are lucky.
I had never seen Man United getting relegated. I know
I'd
they have
love
been.
to see it.
Of course. I just can't see it, lad. And the 3 teams that have come up, unfortunately, have been diabolical. I feel bad for Ipswich because they're the ones that have tried to give it a go, like Luton, and they've tried and they've been all right. Yeah, but they haven't got quite the killing edge, have they?
So Liverpool 13 points clear of Arsenal.
Yeah.
21 points clear of Manchester City. 22 points clear of Chelsea, who apparently were in a title race up until Christmas.
Remember
and
that.
41 points clear of Manchester United. Phase 1
We're more clear,
is,
but we've got more points away from them than they have points altogether.
If you add United and Everton's points tally up, I still think we have more than that together combined.
Liverpool have never suffered the blow and defeats that Man United have felt right now. As much as the pain that we felt sometimes as
Our
kids.
lowest ever finish is 8th.
Yeah, and we won Champions Leagues in between, and Europa Leagues and FA Cups and League Cup. We won everything except for the Premier League in between. So, honestly, I'm okay with this. I'm fine with it. Suffer for a little bit. You had it all when you were kids. Go away.
Yeah, and, you know, the non-match goers of rival fans have been on my Twitter, right, saying, "Oh, that you're lucky, you know, if Saka didn't." I don't want to hear that, because when Saka was playing, we were still 9 points clear. And this lucky notion, right? Let's dispel that right now, because Liverpool have got 79 points after 33 games. Apparently, we're lucky that City and Arsenal have fallen off.
I've already done this. I've looked at the last 5 seasons and seen who's in positions at what time. You're
all
wrong.
Last season, after 33 games, Arsenal had 74 points. The season before that, they had 75. As I just said, Liverpool got 79 right now. City, last season, after 33 games, 76 points.
We've got more!
The season before that, which was, I think, their treble season, they had 79, which is what we're on right now after 33 games.
Got the same points to them.
The idea that we're stumbling to the title and we're lucky is a joke, really. 10 wins, 2 draws and 1 defeat in our last 13 games. It's still the best form. So we're lucky. We're stumbling across the line, but we're still the best team. So if we're stumbling, what is everyone else doing?
Honestly, it's annoying. It's really annoying, lad. I will say, right, we're going to win the league on 82 points. It's a low tally. It is.
How do you know it's going to be that?
Because we're on 79 points now and we need 3 more points to win the league.
No, but we've still got 5 games.
No. But the league is won on 82 points.
Okay.
You hear me?
Yeah, so, but I'd rather do the...
Of course, I want 90 points. I want 90 plus points, yeah.
I'd count the total.
But that's not normal for us to want, and I'm going to tell you why. Out of how many Premier Leagues has there been? 30-something Premier Leagues, right? 35 Premier Leagues, 33, yeah. Majority of them have been won on 80-something points. Only about 5-6 of the Premier Leagues have been won on above 90 points. It's not normal. That's exceptional. Teams like the Invincibles got just over 90 points. Was it 91 or something?
No, they didn't get to 90.
They didn't get to 91? No, so Liverpool 84. And City, they got 99, 98, 97, 94, 92. Yeah, these are mad point stats. 100 points as well, City got. That doesn't happen. It's not normal. So what we're actually seeing is the league acclimatising, going back to normal standards, which is winning the league on 80-something points. And I'm sorry that people don't like it.
Arsenal got 90 points that season.
Yeah. So, and that's draws. And I think their highest ever season was 91, 90 points, yeah. It's not normal. That's a club that's been around for 150, 60, 130 something years. It's not normal to get over 90 points. So what you're seeing is just a normalisation now of the league standards where we're winning it on 80 something, and that's fine. If Arsenal had done this or City had done it, everyone would be saying how great it is. Arsenal have done it after 20 years and it's so nice to see and they really fought for this. Or City have done it and they play exceptional football. Pep Guardiola is a genius. In reality, like, they have played great football, Man City, but so Liverpool this season. It's Slot's first season. And every single pundit that you spoke to at the start of the season did not give Liverpool a hope for anything near the top of the league. And we've won it. with 6 games to go. You've got to give us credit. I'm sorry.
No, the credits.
Only beat what's in front of us.
Yeah. And
2 games we've lost.
If it was so easy, why can't everyone else do it?
Exactly.
As simple as that. Have we even been in a title race with anyone this season?
What's the fans of title race?
I mean, last 10 games, a bit of less than double digits points.
A title race
I don't think they've ever been like
is in within 5 points.
7 points of us. It's always been like 8 or 7 or
it was just
11, 12, 13 or do you know what I mean?
We were incredible out the gates. We were. And don't get me wrong, like I can see all of the things that people are saying with Arsenal getting some dodgy decisions, etc., injuries. But Liverpool have had dodgy decisions and injuries just the same. And we've had depth to cover it. And that's been the problem with Arsenal. That's why they're trying to buy all these centre defensive mids to give themselves loads of depth, where they can be adaptable and go in centre back or left back or whatever they want to go. That's all they need. They need a striker. They didn't buy one in the summer. They cost themselves. You can't rely on one player to say Saka's injured. Okay,
but when
what about
Saka
every
injured,
single other player?
We were 9 points clear anyway.
It's stupid, lad.
Like,
We've won the league because we deserve to.
It's just the draws for them that have killed them. So let us know in the chat. Have we actually been in a nail biting title race? We haven't.
I reckon a title race to me is within 5 points.
Yeah,
that's it, of each other
at all times.
Yeah, all times. Like it's like if you lose, oh my days, they're gonna take over us. That type of thing. Yeah. That's what it is for me.
Honestly, it's mental to think that we're sitting here now a week away from winning the Premier League. Take our minds back to August, September. There's no way we thought this, but there was a very crucial point for me in Arne Slot's tenure so far. We lost that game to Forest on your birthday, and then that was the Saturday, and then the Wednesday after that we played AC Milan away in the Champions League. Within 4 minutes we were 1-0 down. Yeah. Pulisic scored 3 minutes in.
I remember that.
And I thought, wow, we've just lost to Forest. We're 1-0 down away at Milan. And you could almost not sense that if we lost the Milan game where the season was going to go. It's too premature at the time to have said anything remotely like that. But if we did lose that game, I don't know. The trajectory would have been different. The morale, the vibes. We win it 3-1 in the end.
Yeah.
And I think that win was so crucial for Arne Slot so early on. And the draw against Arsenal effectively killed their title hopes, I think, back in November. You know, the big win against City. At what point, and our answers are definitely going to be different, and I'm going to ask you guys at home now, because we're about to win the Premier League. At what point did we win the Premier League?
I hear that. I think I've said this all season, we won it in moments. So,
but give me your first moment where you comfortably sat there and went, we're definitely 100% winning the Premier League now.
When we beat City for the second time. That was when I was like...
See, I said it when we beat City the first time.
Yeah, I get it.
In November.
But we've won the league in moments, just as you just said then. So everything is a first time learning for this team with Slot. That was one of them. That was us losing a game, going a goal down, and how can we bounce back from a defeat, or how can we bounce back from going down so early? And we answered the questions. It's just been that throughout the season. So what fixtures for me? I'll say... Yes, the AC Milan one, the Real Madrid one, the Man City first one when we beat them in the first week, same as Real Madrid. The Bournemouth one is in 2025, huge game. They were on an unbelievable run.
Salah, 2 goals.
Arsenal were getting a few points on us, and then we had City the week after or something. So when we won Bournemouth and Man City, that's when it just took the steam out of everyone else's sails. The amount of times I read this season, oh, it's the start of the downfall. Oh, it's the start of the downfall. Oh, it's the first one was Nottingham Forest, and they've just answered every single question. So I'll say, I do like that analogy, what you just did there, the AC Milan one. That was a great one. That was a first learning of, right, how are we going to bounce back? They did, and they went flying out the gates after that, all the way until January. And then we had a dip, and say, how do we deal with having a dip in form? Because it's natural, we're going to have one in a season. Everybody does, doesn't matter how good you are. And we managed it. We had a few draws, but we kept on going. We didn't get defeated. We didn't put our heads down. And then when it was time to turn up, you have to win today, because if you don't, it's over. We turned up. We did it every single time. And that's the difference between Liverpool and Arsenal. Last season, when they had the opportunity to go above City against Villa, they were at home. They could have won. Pressure moments. If they do it, they go above. They lost because they can't deal with the pressure. That's what Liverpool's done.
That's why, even though it's a different competition, when it comes down to it, and when I talk about it, it's the Villa game. When it comes down to it, in a final, they don't win. Yeah. That's why I still don't think they'll win the Champions League.
I think they're a great team.
They've got a very good chance, I think.
So frustrating
but when
to
it
watch.
comes down to that moment, Because it's all very well. We can all win in August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April. Have you still got the bottle?
Yeah,
have you got the know-how and experience to get over the line to win this title?
Scary time, man.
No. 20, what is it? 21 years it's been now for Arsenal.
Yeah. This is why people are saying...
They haven't got it. And it is the bit that gets you over the line. Because it's all very shiny and we can all eulogise about a 5-0 win in August or September, October. But when it comes to this time, just after Easter, and look, we've been in 2019 when we've got to Easter and we're on 95 points and we might draw a game. But then we did win the league the year after that. And because we did win the league the year after that, that almost gives us like an extra 20% to win it this year because we've done it before.
We lost the Champions League.
This team have not won a league title before. So that's why I don't think they'll win a Champions League and get it over the line.
Do you win anything together? Yeah.
No.
Arteta's won a
and
FA
that counts
Cup.
for so much.
He's won an FA Cup at the start of his tenure.
Shields, 50p shields.
Yeah, no, it doesn't matter. FA Cup at the start of his tenure, but that team's completely different now.
That was David Luiz and what was that big dope at centre back?
He's desperate for a cup. He needs something.
What was the other dope they had at centre back? The Greek fella.
Socrates.
Yeah.
Bloody
honestly,
hell,
Danny Ceballos and like Lacazette and Aubameyang. That's the last time they won a trophy. But this isn't about Arsenal. All right, we'll go back to Liverpool because we're the champions elect right now. I put a couple of tweets out just to rattle a few Arsenal fans this morning. Going back to Arsenal,
we're terrible.
The guard of honour that we are going to receive from them, it's going to hit like crack.
Yeah, it's going to be great. Absolutely great. But we've got to win that game as well. Doesn't matter if we get a guard of honour, we lose, lads. We've got to win.
Yeah, and I've basically just said everything else that I was going to say
also,
about Liverpool in my tweets.
Next week, when we beat Tottenham, there'll be a show
week.
on Monday, won't they? Oh, yeah, this week, sorry. I want to be there. I want the studio to get me here. I want to be clapped in, lad. I want to be on that show.
No, you will be.
I've
got a little present for you as well.
Oh, yeah, lad. Oh, yeah.
Did you also notice how Mo Salah this season has always taken selfies with the goal scorers in games? Didn't take one with Trent yesterday.
Why is he doing that?
Didn't take one with Trent. That's just his little thing this season. He's been like little selfie in the showers after not showers, but in the changes.
Not for you, lad.
Yeah, I thought that was very interesting that he didn't have a picture of him. But the Liverpool fans that were at that game yesterday, what a let-off that was, man. To actually see probably Trent's last moment in a Liverpool shirt in terms of scoring a goal. If he scores again, then he gets another moment. But again, like we said, Conor Bradley's going to be playing from here on in. So
just a shame, lad.
See how that
I think if we had this season, last season, Trent would have stayed. I genuinely believe that. But because he's seen it down, he was like, Klopp's leaving, we haven't won the league, this is going to happen over and over. They've got in his ear straight away and went, this is what's happening. They've got the move sorted at the start of the season, basically. And now he's seen us do well, and he's like, oh, heavy this, like, we're doing good.
Do you think he almost didn't want us to do as well as we have this season?
I think it makes
easier?
It so much harder for him. But also it makes it easy for him as well, because it's nice to end on a high. It's always good to leave on a high. It almost gets you out of any sticky situations because you're not leaving somebody in the mud. Do you get what I mean? We're already in that higher upper echelons of football right now. So he's like, I'm just going to sneak out the back, lads, yeah?
Can't do that, mate.
It's heavy.
Can't do that. Right. Next week, well, this week against Tottenham, we'll have a match preview for that game with Abby. And this time next Monday,
we're going to win the league!
We will, in my opinion, be champions.
Insane.
And that picture behind you, though, that they've mocked me about all season, the Premier League champions one there.
Oh, it's on the camera.
They've just manifested it. They were trying to mock me, but they've actually done the opposite and manifested it. And once again, I'll shout out all the AGT Drinks crew. What would your message be to the AGT Drink Stick crew?
I mean, I was part of it, to be honest with you. I can't lie for a little bit. The Drink Stick crew just have chest in it. He believes in them. I'm a lot of time pessimistic. So it's good to have people around you that actually believe that they can win because it keeps your energy going. So I hear it. Understand it all.
What would you say to them now? That's saying
we're going to win the league, so he was right, weren't we? Unfortunately.
It's not unfortunately.
Yeah, it is. He's right.
Fortunately, I was right.
Fortunately for all Liverpool fans and unfortunately for all Liverpool fans, he was right.
Yeah. So there we go. There's not much left to say, really, apart from get everything ready, get your flares ready,
get your haircuts,
get your train booked, get your petrol in the car.
Yeah.
Get there's no hotels and Airbnbs for love nor money in
You're
Liverpool
not getting, you best just bring a sleeping bag.
Yeah.
Swear down.
There's going to be, there's predicted to be over 1 million people for this parade in a city that is 550,000 people.
This
So
is
a lot of
35 years
tourists
in the
are gonna
making, lad.
obviously be coming, but because we've been so far ahead for so long, it's allowed people to plan and book flights, and if they are coming from abroad, you know.
I booked this time
just
off in
can't wait.
like I literally cleared my diary, lad, in January for this. So you were saying it, when did I think? I probably thought January, lad. That's that when we beat
What are
City.
you most looking forward to about the parade?
Being with my friends.
So I've been to a parade with you before.
Yeah. Being with my friends, taking in the moments, and understanding that this is truly once in a lifetime thing. I haven't seen it. I'm 32. I've never ever celebrated the Premier League ever. It's a real spectacle. It's wonderful energy in the city. It's beautiful. I'm looking forward to just feeling the energy, looking at the lava birds. I hope it's a nice day. Looking at the lava birds with red smoke bellowing out of it. Looking at all the bitter blues going, oh, no, go away.
You won't see them.
I just can't wait for everything, lad. Everything that it encompasses. Giving someone a skinhead. All of that. Boss.
We're going to have such a good time.
I need to buy a pair of 110s. Anyone's got any of them, a hook up on them neon 110s, yeah? Gives a pair.
You've got a pair.
What? Yeah, I
You've got
do,
a
yeah.
pair.
But I need a new pair. Brand new
No,
ease,
they're
lad.
all sold out. Don't worry
Parade.
about that.
Yeah, well,
Unless you want to go Block P and pay 300 quid for them.
I know, yeah.
Do you want to do that?
Son. No, but can you give me a discount though?
DM them, bro.
Innit?
Just DM them. I feel
will,
like
I will.
sometimes you don't.
I'm shy
DM
on the
people
DMs.
enough.
Yeah, I am.
You got like
Can I have this, please?
120,000 followers.
Just shy. Lad.
You need to put your chest out.
I want some 110s. Anyone sort me some 110s? That'd be great. Thank you.
In a size
7.
7.
That'd be great.
Yeah. Right. I don't know what else there is to say.
Just get ready. Just get ready for this.
Enjoy
Monday's
it.
coming. Sunday's coming. Enjoy your week. Let everybody know what's happening. We're going to win the league, mate.
And if Trent does speak at some point, we'll obviously have a video reacting to that. But as Doyle is doing there,
It's getting it warm,
that
lad.
fabled trophy, the one that has avoided us, swerved us. We've had a hand on it so many times. I'm looking at it now. It's a beautiful trophy.
It
I
is.
mean, it's not the real one, obviously. It's a smaller one, but
Is this small?
yeah,
Yeah.
the real one's a lot bigger.
Yeah.
But I just can't wait for us to lift that up. We deserve it, and no one can take it away from us.
35 years in the making, lad. That's what this is.
Mate, I love
35 years in the making. All your life, most of years. Yeah. Look, we're going to win it.
it. Oh my god.
Go and get your haircut. Go and buy a new pair of shoes. Your Liverpool top. Everything. Get ready. It's happening.
It's really
We'll be
happening,
there.
people. This is not a drill.
No.
It's not a drill anymore. We're going to win the Premier League, and there's nothing anyone else can do about it.
Can I take this home with me?
Yeah, it's not mine. But anyway, smash the like button. Get your comments in. Talk to us about the hot Kopics that we asked you about today. Subscribe to the channel. Don't forget, match preview coming up with Abby this week, and we'll do a couple of videos throughout the week as well to get you excited for the big one on Sunday. And then, of course, on Sunday itself, I'll be outside speaking to fans.
You going to the game?
Yeah. I'll be outside speaking to the fans about winning the Premier League.